In this video, I'm going to tell you the absolute most important tips you should know to get breastfeeding off to the best possible start. Watch this whole video because you may learn one or more things that just might change the course of your breastfeeding journey. Who is this video for? You're in the right place if you're pregnant and planning to breastfeed, but you feel unconfident, anxious, or unprepared. You're in the right place if you know little or nothing about breastfeeding. Hi, my name is Kate. I'm a lactation educator counselor and the founder of Mighty Milk. I was exactly in your shoes just a couple of years ago. When I was pregnant with my first baby, I thought I was ready. I had the perfect nursery, tons of baby gear, and a cozy recliner. But when he was born, I was blindsided by how hard breastfeeding was. I was in pain and overwhelmed. I ended up having to give up on breastfeeding before I'd hoped to, and honestly, I was devastated. I didn't think I'd care so much about breastfeeding, but I felt like I was robbed of something, like the rug was pulled out from under me. Fast forward to my second baby, and everything went smoothly with breastfeeding. I knew exactly what to do and what not to do. And at 1 year, he's still nursing. Now I'm going to teach you the tips that help me go from struggling with breastfeeding to thriving. Number 1, nurse your baby very frequently, a minimum of 10 to 12 times a day and possibly more. Babies have teeny stomachs, and the nutritional makeup of human milk is such that it's designed to be fed to babies very frequently. Nursing your baby very frequently is the best way to avoid a whole slew of problems like low milk supply, engorgement, plugged ducts, and mastitis. Number 2, position your baby upright to help avoid nipple pain. Many new parents experience nipple pain, and one of the major reasons is due to positioning. Poor positioning can also lead to your baby not being able to get milk effectively. Many parents position their baby across their lap like this, but this position can lead to nipple pain. One position to try is an upright position, which is what we see in nature. In the upright position, your baby has access to the reflexes they use to latch on and nurse effectively. More on this in a minute. Number 3, learn how to tell when your baby is swallowing. When my first baby was born, I thought he was doing a lot of nursing. Turns out he was just chilling on my boob. He was moving his jaw around and sucking, but not actually getting any milk. Learning how to tell if your baby is swallowing is a great way to ensure that they're getting enough milk. Knowing if your baby is swallowing is also a good thing because it can help you keep your nursing sessions efficient so you're not just sitting there for the entire day with your nipple in your baby's mouth. Number 4, learn the signs that breastfeeding is going well and learn the signs it's time to reach out for help. After your baby is born, your pediatrician should closely monitor your baby's weight. If your baby is gaining weight according to their growth curve, that is a good sign that your baby is getting enough milk. You can also count your baby's dirty diapers as another piece of the puzzle. If your baby isn't gaining enough weight, or you're in lots of pain, or you have any other concerns, that's a sign that it's time to get personalized help. Which brings me to the next tip. Number 5, reach out to an International Board Certified Lactation Consultant, or IBCLC, for support. These are the lactation experts with the highest credential. Pediatricians are not lactation experts. They get very minimal lactation training. IBCLCs can help you with lots of things: milk supply, nipple pain, pumping, bottle feeding, the list goes on. Reach out for help early. It's worth the effort to find somebody who can support you in the way that you need. Challenges with feeding can snowball quickly. I learned this firsthand with my first baby. So please reach out for help early and often. Many US insurance plans cover IBCLC visits, so check with your provider. And if you don't find someone you click with, try a different IBCLC. Now we need to talk about the elephant in the room. The truth is that many parents find breastfeeding to be very challenging. Breastfeeding has literally sustained human life for millennia. But just because it is natural, it doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, in the US, 6 out of 10 moms stop breastfeeding before they'd wanted to. But there's good news. You don't need to sit there feeling hopeless. If you're pregnant, you need steps you can take so that you know exactly what to do to get breastfeeding off to the best possible start. I want to invite you to Mighty Milk's Breastfeeding for Expectant Parents class, which is especially designed to be just the right information for pregnant parents. This class is exactly all of the information that helped me have a successful breastfeeding relationship, and it made a huge difference in helping me have a happier, less stressful transition to postpartum life than I did with my first baby. Our classes are rated 5 out of 5 stars on Facebook from parents who have been in your shoes. Jennifer said, "I just took the Breastfeeding for Expectant Parents class, and I am blown away at the amount of quality information that I just learned in such a short amount of time. I keep thinking of that saying, you don't know what you don't know. That's exactly how I feel right now. I had no idea of all of the things that are involved in being successful at breastfeeding, and now I know. I feel so much better prepared for the first weeks after my baby will be born. Still nervous, but way more prepared. And I can't believe how fun it was. I had been reading a breastfeeding book, but these videos are so much easier to digest. I couldn't stop watching them." Laura said, "I took the online breastfeeding class and it was so helpful. I loved how you could watch and rewatch shorter segments at your leisure. I remember so much that I learned being put to use in the hospital, and the nurses and lactation consultant even commented that they could tell I was prepared. I would definitely recommend this class to any expectant parents looking to learn about breastfeeding, and would probably even take it again someday if I need a refresher. 10 out of 10. The class is broken down into short videos that you can watch all at once or over time, so you can change the course of your postpartum life just by sitting on your couch for an hour or two. And you can grab your partner and watch together, since their support plays an important role in your breastfeeding success. My breastfeeding journey with my babies inspired me to help other families avoid the frustration and difficulty that I experienced. I teamed up with the amazing lactation consultant who was life-changing for me and my family. She is why I was able to breastfeed my second baby successfully. She has helped hundreds of families reach their feeding goals, and now she can help you too. In the Breastfeeding for Expectant Parents class, you'll learn what's normal with a breastfed baby, all about building your milk supply, how to position your baby to avoid nipple pain, how to tell if your baby is hungry, how to tell if your baby is swallowing, and that's a super important one worth the whole class, how to tell when breastfeeding is going well and when to get help, tips for maximizing nighttime sleep, how to get started with pumping and bottle feeding, adjusting to life with a breastfed baby, how to get out of the house with a breastfed baby, nutrition, coffee, alcohol, and medication while breastfeeding, and so much more. Now we're at a point where you need to make a decision. Maybe you'll cross your fingers and hope that breastfeeding will go well. Or maybe you'll comb through YouTube videos or social media groups trying to piece together advice. But who knows how trustworthy this information will be and whether it'll actually help you. Or you can make the choice to invest in your breastfeeding relationship by following the guidance of an IBCLC who's helped hundreds of families. All of this in just one class with a few hours of video that can make the difference between whether or not you're able to reach your breastfeeding goals. I want to make this extra easy for you. I want you to succeed. I want you to be able to have a rewarding breastfeeding relationship, and by the way, that includes pumping, for as long as you would like. So I'm offering a guarantee. If you finish the class and you're not satisfied, let me know and I'll make it right. Even if you've taken a breastfeeding class at your hospital, take this class. I took a breastfeeding class at my hospital with my first baby, and it didn't teach me in the way I needed to learn. Mighty Milk's class is different. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I recently got a message from a customer who said she couldn't believe that the class isn't much more expensive. But I want you to be able to afford this class and for you to be able to jump in and start boosting your confidence right away. If you spend money on baby clothes, on decorating a cute nursery, on baby gear, this should be a no-brainer. Am I here telling you that breastfeeding is going to be easy and that this class will instantly solve all of your challenges? Definitely not. Some breastfeeding classes guarantee that breastfeeding will go well, and I think that's not fair. Breastfeeding is really hard in our culture for so many reasons, but just a couple of hours of watching our class can make a huge difference in your confidence, knowledge, and your sense of peace in the fourth trimester. I know you showed up today for a reason. You're super busy, you've got work to do, you're preparing for baby, you've got stuff to do around the house, but here you are. I know you're here because you're trying to be the very best parent you can be and give your baby a healthy start to life. And that is amazing. You might be thinking, will this online class actually make a difference for me? Even if you learn just one nugget that you can take with you that will make breastfeeding feel easier and that will make postpartum life feel easier, this class is worth it. And I guarantee you'll take away many, many nuggets. You might say, this all sounds great. I'm going to come back to this later tonight or in a few days. But you and I both know that you won't come back. I don't want you to lose out on the chance for this class to change the course of your breastfeeding journey. Make the choice right now. Avoid the temptation to put this off. Even if you don't start watching the class right away, you'll have access to it and you'll come back to it. I'll even send you email reminders once you enroll to help encourage you to get through the class. Make this decision now. Do this for you, do this for your baby, and for your postpartum life. You're going to go to this link, or better yet, click the link in the pinned comments. You're less than 1 minute away from enrolling in the class and starting to feel an immediate confidence boost. Thanks so much, and I'll see you inside.